All right, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can make an assignment in Google Classroom and attach a document that you've already created that you want your students to also change and keep for themselves and also give you a copy, which I know you already know probably in Google Docs you can do. Anytime anybody's opening up a Google Doc, they can share it with people, and if you give them permission to edit it, everybody can be writing on the Google Doc. Well, it's the same thing, except in this case, it'll automatically share with all your students. You don't have to put in all their emails. One of the things I loved when we started using Google Classroom. So we're in Google Classroom. You're going to go to Create. You want to create an assignment. And we're going to call it a sample. Why not? And when we go to Add, this time I'm going to show you how to take something off your Google Drive that's already there. If you don't see the one you want, you can go to My Drive, and then you can search your drive. I'm going to search for rubric, and let's do the narrative rubric. Okay, you'll see it's right there. Not only can students either view the file or edit the file, in this case, because we're doing an assignment, it's going to give the option to make a copy for each student. So I'm going to click that. And what's going to happen now when I'm finished with this, once I say assign, then every student is going to have their own copy, and I'll kind of show you what that looks like, and I will see how they're doing on it, okay? Anyway, so there's my assignment now, there's my sample, and you can see it tells me that I've assigned it to 24 students, none of them have turned it in yet. I can look at it still. If I click on this, it opens up my document, my copy, the one that I shared with everybody, okay? But if they had been turning it in, I can show you how they would do that. So let me find one that students have turned in, and I can show you what that looks like. As they begin completing it, they have a little blue button up here. Let me go back to that. So when they open up this document, it'll say their last name with narrative rubric after it, which makes it very convenient for you to find it. They don't need to share it with you. It's automatically shared with you. And it's a really easy thing to see. And then up here where we see share, there'll be a blue button that says turn in or submit or I'm done or something like. I think it says turn in. And then the kid, when they press that, it will show you on your side that it is turned in. So let me find one. All right, in this case, let's take a look at this assignment. They wrote an essay after reading Winn-Dixie. And as you can see, there was the essay. If I click on that, it still shows me my copy. And I wrote in here, don't forget to indent each paragraph just to give them some instructions to memorize, to remember their writing structure. But I also gave them some other attachments. All these other ones are examples. Here's an example of a one-paragraph summary that I wrote. Actually, we wrote this together as a class on a silly little book called Cinderella. That's something that they're not going to change. And then here's their rubric. So you can see you could put a lot of things into Google Classroom to show them. Oh no, this is an example of the 6-sentence paragraph. Something else that I've taught them. And then finally, here's your rubric, where the student can look at this right there on their own Google Classroom and see what they need to include. And has their topic on there, everything's on there. So in this particular lesson on Google Classroom, I do have the document that they shared with me, or that I shared with them, and then I have 3 others that they can look at, all right? So as you can see here, it shows that 16 turned it in, actually 18 turned it in because I returned 2 of them. 6 still didn't turn them in. The 6 that didn't turn them in were given an alternate assignment for different reasons. For the 18 that did turn them in, I printed them and I wrote on them and gave them their grade that way. Otherwise, these 16 would not know what their grade is until I hit return to the student. They don't see it. Once a student turns in a paper, it's important to tell them they don't get it back again unless I return it to them. I temporarily have it, okay? And you have full editing powers when you get that paper, so I can make changes for them. All right. So that's what that looks like. And hopefully you can really enjoy having papers submitted to you digitally. It's a great thing. Now, if you ever want to get rid of a posting that you don't like, you can just say delete, and it'll say delete. All right. Have fun having students write you classwork online.